Damit willkommen zurück zu The Great Turnier. Wie soll es mein Lieben? 8. November, 9:30 Uhr, so bei Old Bailey. Ja, darum. Ich sollte ja mal die Flasche gerade mal zumachen, die noch dann geflattert ist. Before we begin today, I have a brief announcement. As with the closer trial 10 years ago, same astonished factor we have come to light in the proceedings. The relations that the well-known Reaper is actually an organization illegally executing the own brand of justice, and the discovering is that a responsible yard Victor was at its heart until he himself perished in an assassination plot. Well, I said to have members of the judiciary present on these occasions, that we will stop at nothing, then uncover the whole truth behind these disturbing findings. Consuls, you will undertake this trial with the results to restore the truth to the bitter end. Results, yes, that's my intentions. Das ist ja schon wieder ganz gleisig, ey. My lord, if I my inquire. The defendant might speak. On what ground is Kazuma Sogis permitted to continue in his role as prosecutor? He has admitted to colluding with the victim in a plot to assassinate an innocent man. He should be enjoying the privilege of freedom, let alone be leading the prosecution. I submitted a written petition on Lord Strongheart. Request that judgment of my transgression be delayed by 1 day. You did what? In 2 days proceedings, I intended to expose everything. My whole life for the last 10 years has all been leading up to this 1 day, Kazuma. Whatever the outcome of this trial, I give my word that I'll accept whatever punishment. His statement appropriate, however severe, and I suggest you prepare yourself for the same Reaper. Kazuma is bristling with hostly today. I get the distinct impressions we're heading into very dangerous territory. Is this that really even Kazuma Sama standing before us as an extreme exception to normal practice? I have granted this prosecutor request. The defense findings is acceptable, I presume. Oh boy. Yes, my lord. In such case, the name of Her Majesty, the Queen Harry B. declares this Kurt to be in session again. We resume closed hearing of Baroque von 6. The defense is ready, my lord. The prosecution is more than ready. Very well, since this prepayment has taken long enough. Prosecutor Asogi, begin. As you wish, my lord, the prosecution calls the first witness to the stand. Bring Shishiro Chikoku into the courtroom. At last, then we have reached the final battle. Also dementsprechend, der wird dann auch der allerletzte Zeuge sein, den wir überhaupt haben mit Zeugenbefragung. Und zumindest geht davon aus, muss man sagen. He is putting literally everything on the line now in order to get to the truth. Come on, Ryonosuke, it's time for the resolve, because this is going to test it to the limit. Mal schauen, was der eigentlich dann für Animation hat im Zeugenstand, muss man sagen. Es wird auf jeden Fall interessant, muss man sagen. Witness, state your name and occupation for the court. Huh. So, it was you should this, was it? You supposer I did what was necessary. Well, look what the young man has become. I didn't think I'd see the day when you take that tone with me, I must say. The witness will ensure this response are pertinent to the question asked. Oh boy, my name is Shishiro Shikoku, a Supreme Court judge from the Empire of Japan. 16 years ago, this man came to London as a visiting student. 6 years later, he returned to Japan as well as presiding of the Supreme Court. He has also currently Japan's Minister of Foreign Affairs. I am of course fully aware of Mr. Chikoku and his preeminent rules. I invited him personally to the International Forensic Science Symposium as a representative of his country. I hear he also played a key role in the conclusion of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigations. It was a great honor to be involved in the negotiations. I put my all into that treaty. Judge Chikoku, I must ask. Well, I never fancied a young murdering student turning up here all over the place. You're quick at myself, and now I'm a practicing defense lawyer. Yes, and full of self-importance like your friend across the courtroom, I see. You came here to London by investigations to the International Forensic Science Symposium. But when was informing anyone of your plans, you took flight to France? Took flight? I'd have to object to that turn of phrase. Then explain yourself. What exactly were the circumstances? Well, I was sometimes expecting this. I'm sorry to say I decline to comment. What? Leaving the country prematurely when I was an invited guest might be questionable etiquette, but my decision is unrelated to this case. I can't be bound to testify. Unrelated, you say? I appreciate that a respected police inspector has been killed, for which I offer my condolence. However, being an alien, I'd obviously never meet the man, nor do I know the first thing about him. As such, I'm in no position to testify. It's as simple as that. So you would run from all this? I beg your pardon. Also, der will also quasi sagen, dass er da aussagbares Zeuge ist, oder was eine Aussage machen will, die gar nicht auszusagen ist. Der Warum ist schon wieder sehr schwierig, Shishiro, mein Lieber. This case is more far-reaching that the murder of Inspector Gregson. It has ties to another murder, a case that was tried in Japan almost a year ago now. An der Richter vor im Zeugenstand hatte ich bisher fairerweise auch noch nicht. Dementsprechend wird auf jeden Fall mal interessant, wie widerspenstig er jetzt sein wird, muss man gestehen, weil nennenswert, kann ich mir jetzt auch sehr schwer vorstellen, dass das jetzt irgendwas sein wird, muss man gestehen. Oder zumindest ist das jetzt eine Besonderheit, seit ich das Spiel, seit ich das Spiel. Das wäre jetzt die Spielerei, ja. A year ago in Japan, the murder of Dr. John Haywood, you mean? That's right, and you, Judge Chigoku, are at the heart of both cases. The defense has evidence to prove it. Well, Ryanosuke, I see from the look in your eyes that you're resolved to carry this out to very end too. Da frage ich mich, inwiefern die ganzen Parts hat eigentlich noch machen wollen, I guess. Oder wie kurz es halten. Let's see your evidence then. What proof do you have to Shishiro is involved in the case? Das ist ja eigentlich das Telegramm hier sein, muss man sagen. Also was anderes. Und ja, ich bin jetzt halt mittlerweile gewöhnt. Wie für diese ganzen Gerichtsverhandlungen, dass ich hier drücken muss, I guess. This is a telegram detailing a communication sent between Britain and Japan approximately 1 year ago. The communication content for names Kazuri A. Shin, T. Gregson and J. Wilson. You little... Where did you get that? Warum auf einmal so aggressiv? In Tokyo from your office, Judge Chigoku. What? How on earth did you? John Wilson, ja. Ja. Ich hatte das jetzt nicht mehr so nennenswert im Kopf, muss man fairerweise sagen. What? How on earth did you? What's this all about? Why is my name on that list? This list of 4 names follows a certain pattern. Take Rex and John Wilson are the names of victims. Kazuri and Shin are the names of assassins. No. A year ago in Tokyo, Dr. John Wilson's life was taken in a Western-style restaurant in the capital. The culprit was found to be a visiting student who went by the name of Chasel Brett. But her real name was Arthur Shin, a professional killer sent on a mission to kill from Great Britain. Shin and her victim John Wilson, and the murders that just took place here in London was the counterpart to that crime. An assassin sent from Japan as a visiting student, Kazuma Asugi, whose victim was the British police inspector Tobias Gregson. Asugi and T. Gregson. One assassin from each country to kill a target residing in the other. What exactly is the defense suggesting? These two cases of murder, one that took place in Britain and one in Japan, were masterminded by a pair of individuals from countries as are from assassin exchange, and the telegram of the defendant has appeared as proof of this international contract to kill. What? Oh la la, wo geht man jetzt hin? The telegram was found in your office, Judge Shikoku. In other words, the mastermind in Japan was you. What the fuck? Was? Also, sie davon, dass ich es ja wenig verstanden habe, muss ich zugeben. Aber auf der anderen Seite ist diese Vernetzung schon wirklich sehr verwunderlich. Judge Shikoku, what is this all about? And you, Kazuma? You lied. During yesterday's proceedings, you acknowledged that you'd accepted the assassination mission, but the mark was true Judge Shikoku at all. It was T. Gregson, Detective Inspector of Scotland Yard, as shown by the name on the killing contract. Very impressive, Ryonosuke. But actually, I didn't lie. The name of the target I was ordered to kill never passed my lips yesterday. Said the idea that Shikoku's remarks came entirely from you. Hat jemand wohl was vergessen, was gesagt hat, I guess? You deliberately avoided saying a name? The defense claims that foreign names indicate some sort of international assassin exchange. Who I speak for all present when I say that the very idea seems utterly absurd. Well, Mr. Shikoku, what do you have to say for yourself? Ja, was hast du dazu zu sagen? His silence only just proves his guilt. There's another very important point that this new development brings to light. There's no distinct possibility that the sense of Inspector Gregson actually murdered. Or since the witnesses cabin aboard the SS cruise. Judge Shikoku, you have to testify now. To refuse vote put in contempt of court. Sag einfach aus, dann kannst du deine Unschuld quasi beweisen. Oder auch nicht, muss man sagen. There's no need for quite such a recuse, stare, young man. Very well then, as a parting gift to you, I'll tell you everything I know. Oh boy. It seems a Japanese gentleman has information that this court must hear. about that Allgate assassin exchange and the events of the night of the 31st October. Present your former testimony now. As you wish, my lord. Oh, boy. Das muss man mal schon mal fairerweise so sagen. Das wird bestimmt ein verdammt harter Kampf. Das muss man schon wirklich sagen. Muss man mal fairerweise sagen, weil davon gehe ich zumindest mal wirklich aus, weil er wird sich wahrscheinlich auch nicht wirklich einen Fehltritt erlauben wollen oder sowas. Aber ja, das muss man erstmal schauen. It's true that as Kazuma Asugi was assigned the assassination mission 1 year ago now. The target was Inspector T. Krexer. That was a continuation of the British study tour. However, in the end, something happened. That means the young man was unable to carry out his mission. On the evening in question, a member of the crew was on duty outside my cabin all the times. Or if there had been a shot fired, the crewman would have heard it, so clearly I can't be involved. Okay, da bräuchte ich aber fairerweise erstmal mehr Information. So you admit it then as this communication suggests there really was an assassin arranged between Britain and Japan, a political endeavor at the highest levels, not something I can discuss here. Oh boy. To use such a worthy practice as foreign study to coerce somebody to commit murder. It's the most appealing I've ever heard. Appealing, well, it's easy to judge. Pardon? Asogi had a reason for taking his word to that British inspector, you know. What? Which is why he accepted the mission on the first place. Isn't that right, Consul? Oh boy. Kazuma-sama. Judge Chikoku, if you are the mastermind behind this operation in Japan, then tell the court the identity of your counterpart in Britain. Meint er jetzt den Richter, der sonst hier ist, aber von dem wüsste ich jetzt nicht, ernsthaft nicht einmal nennenswerterweise den Namen, oder man da jetzt hat Lord Strongheart. Das wäre natürlich die Alternative, die man dazu sagen kann. Würde ich zumindest jetzt einmal behaupten. Schreibt gut und gerne mal in die Kommentare dazu was, weil das würde mich mal gern eure Meinung dazu interessieren, muss man sagen. I'm not obligated to discover that information. As I said yesterday, I've killed nobody. I freely admit to accept the missions, but on the night the plan was to be executed, I backed out. In short, the scene exchanged that the defenses identify this really to the events of this case. The crucial point is this: your police inspector can't have perished aboard that steamship in Dunkirk, because if he'd been shot in the cabin, it's inconceivable that a member of the crew would have heard it. It's right. Gregson was killed after returning to London in the room of the Fresno Street, and the perpetrator of the crime was the Reaper Bardock von Six. Bis jetzt natürlich davon überzeugt, was man mal fairerweise sagt, dass das der Fall ist. The prosecution's accusation remains unchanged. To think that a seemingly innocence for Reagan exchange program was a phrase for such Machiavellian dealings. Clearly, it's not plot of only a government minister and high-ranking judge such a witness could hope to execute. Well, I seem to recall that it was someone on the British side who controlled everything. Be that as it may, it is not the place of the court to prove this willingness as is seen the exchange flawed. We are concerned only with the tangible evidence pertaining to murder of Inspector Gregson. Is the defense clear on the point, Consul? Yes, my lord, I'll keep that in my as a cross-examination of the witness. Ja, aber diese nette Kreuzverhör mit den Assassin Exchange machen wir allerdings am nächsten Mal. Vielen Dank fürs dabei gewesen sein und bis zum nächsten Mal. Auf Wiedersehen.